setup that someone might normally actually use. So I don't know, maybe I'm gonna be blown away. Let's throw the power filter card in and see how we do here. Something to note, guys, that we didn't actually mention before is this can be installed either in a PCIe 1X slot or a 16X slot. So you can insert your placebo however you like. You just flip the bracket around and install it the other way. Where's my RGB at? Oh, it's set to white. Yeah, that's more work than I think it's worth to change. I actually want to start with the simplest thing, just the test tone. And it's fine. Fire up SpecView Perf, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's one thing that we can determine, like if it helps with the coil whine out of the GPU. It's horrible. Let's listen to those same tracks again now. Still a good song. Yep. Wait. Rick Astley made it onto this greatest hits of the 80s collection, but not with Never Gonna Give You Up? What even is that? I don't know. So Colin prepared this video and he wrote it as though there was no difference. And I wanted to try real hard to find a difference that he didn't detect, but unfortunately, I couldn't. Not even in the coil whine of the system. So the question then is, what made L-Fidelity think that this was going to work? Is there any scientific basis whatsoever for why putting a PCI Express card into an entirely different slot would have any impact on the DC power quality of a graphics card that's over here in another slot, or a sound card that's built right into the motherboard? You can actually see it down at the bottom there. Well, actually, people have been putting capacitors and inductors in power lines to smooth out noisy signals for a long time now. LC filters are a perfect example of this principle that are commonly used in drones to improve video quality, which can be degraded by the electrical noise caused by the motors and the ESCs, particularly when they're rapidly changing speed. So the principle is actually not stupid. The problem is that you're limited to just the things that this card can touch, meaning that there's no impact on the PCI Express connectors that are going straight into your graphics card here. And it also ignores that your sound card, even an onboard one like this, already has this kind of filtering built into it. The thing is, the youngsters out there might not remember this, but there was a time when onboard audio was so bad that a sound card was a pretty integral part of any decent rig. I can actually remember my first Sound Blaster like it was yesterday. It was an Audigy 2 ZS, and it was night and day. The difference was enough to put tears in your eyes, like listening to the same songs. It was huge. So I'm not poo-pooing the fundamental idea here. It's just that we're looking at yesterday's solution, tomorrow. Because for the most part, those days are over, and onboard audio is good enough for the vast majority of people. But wait, Linus, you might say, what about coil